As humans, we continue to live in phases of progression. Each of these phases can be identified by the eras in history where we progressively evolve, from the Stone Age to the modern era. With every era, there is an achievement that not only improves our ability to survive, but also revolutionizes our way of life. There is always a key feature with every progressional phase, and the key feature in this current phase is space. Space is often described as the final frontier, but it can also be described as the next frontier, the next area humans should explore. Today, space travel is the evolutionary path we should focus on. Of course, some people would say that space travel is overall unnecessary, claiming that it's a waste of taxpayer money and the organizations focused on it should put more of their resources on Earth's sustainability. In truth, space travel is not only necessary, but it's also vital for humanity. Earth may no longer be the place humans can solely rely on. Soon in the far future, we will need to rely on other planets once we explore and settle them. This idea of exploring and settling completely different planets supports our species' desire to survive in the future. Space organizations such as NASA have already planned out projects for expansion. I should know this because I am currently a participant in the Community College Scholars course, or INCATS for short. And I have learned much from my study with NASA. One of their projects consists of further exploration and later settlement of the moon with the Artemis program, and another similar project for Mars. In general, human spaceflight is crucial because of its impact on human life, its influence on global cooperation, and its growing ability to journey the stars. One major impact space travel has on our society is its expansion on human knowledge of space. As humans, it's in our nature to have the desire for discovery and understanding. In an article by Roger D. Launius, pursuing scientific knowledge which involves learning more about the universe is part of that said desire. The drive to expand knowledge has encouraged us to create a range of scientific efforts to uncover planets throughout the solar system and soon explore some of those planets in the coming future. One such effort, the Hubble Space Telescope, has managed to revolutionize our knowledge of the universe since 1990. Science has always been a critical goal for spaceflight, and under the National Aeronautics and Space Act of 1958, NASA's mandate includes the expansion of human knowledge of phenomena in the atmosphere and space. Another way space travel has impacted humanity is providing a future emphasis on our destiny. With Earth being almost entirely mapped out, advocates have argued that exploring and settling on the moon and Mars is the next step in human exploration. The answer would be yes, because it's insisted by other advocates that, as the previous article states, humans must question and explore and discover or die. This implies that the continuous progression of space exploration is vital for humanity since it has provided us areas to venture and settle on. Our species won't survive if we don't become multiplanetary. Now, these impacts spaceflight has presented can in fact lead to new collaborations between existing nations. The intro introduction of space travel has led to the positive influence of global cooperation. One of the earliest examples of these is the one between the US and the USSR. Centaurus, the Journal of European Society for a History of Science, provides information from a book by Andrew L. Jenkins that covers the Apollo-Soyuz test project, or ASTP for short. To summarize, situations regarding the Apollo missions as well as other events related to space have led NASA to form a basis of cooperation with the Soviet Union starting in 1972. The ASTP opened up space as a peaceful arena, an arena fit for cooperation between nations. Despite their conflict in the Cold War, a collaboration between the two global powers would eventually happen, with both NASA and the Soviet Academy of Science sending representatives to issue agreements and provide more communication in areas of space medicine and satellite data under the joint guidance of their officials. Another example of growing nationwide collaborations would be between the major countries of Asia. After the Cold War, Asian countries such as India, China, Japan, and South Korea have played an increasingly prominent role in the emerging space age, as said in the Journal of Contemporary China. Weird name. While the US and Russia continue to cooperate extensively in space technology, cooperation between these Asian countries themselves has not occurred much. Fortunately, the journal does provide a possibility of a cooperation between the US and China by describing events between the two nations regarding space. The journal also provides options to expand Asian space cooperation with Russia and the United States. So far, the introduction of space travel has made new ways for global nations to collaborate within one another, and with collaborations, our ability to journey the stars will grow. Over the years, space programs and corporations tied to them have increased humanity's ability to explore the regions of space. An article by Emery Kelly shows that space companies have developed numerous rockets for this year and last year. 2023 will have, or now has, provided new hardware for rocket components. These vehicles will no doubt be used to satisfy NASA's future projects, one being the Artemis program, which focuses our return to the moon. This project has pulled through with the success of the Artemis 1 mission and the Artemis 2 mission following its path. Luckily, companies such as Lockheed Martin, the United Launch Alliance, and others will provide support to improve NASA's overall goal. Now, some people will claim that these future projects will be near impossible to achieve. Those people have not realized what we've actually accomplished through space travel. And the Science Online info base provides the two accomplishments. Our previous Apollo program, which was tasked to travel humans to the moon, seemed an unreachable achievement at the time. But with the Apollo 13, we managed to acquire that said achievement. Not only that, but increasing global cooperations between space programs have also led to the joint creation of the International Space Station, which currently sits on Earth's orbit this time today, and so on. If we were able to achieve such accomplishments, then we as humans are able to acquire more in the future. After going through these areas of reasoning, I'm sure you are all convinced on why spaceflight is crucial. You have all learned that the impact on human life, the positive influence on global cooperation, and the increasing ability to explore all have shown that human spaceflight is vital for humanity. And as phase of progression, humanity must follow this path in order to succeed as the dominant species. When someone else says that exploring space is worthless, you should know they are wrong. And exploring space is essential. Today, space travel helps us benefit our society and helps satisfy our desire to explore. Tomorrow, space travel will not only lead us to survive better, but will lead humanity to thrive.